Hello, my name is Nicholas. I wrote a paper over the importance of nutrition and physical activity. I thought it was important to write about it because not much people know about the importance of how your body works and how it's important to exercise, if not daily, at least 3 to 5 days a week. I wrote a lot about the cardiovascular system and how it affects the body when you eat too much fatty foods, too much processed foods, how it can clog your arteries and get you like close to the stroke, heart attack, all of those symptoms you can have if you keep on eating processed foods. So in my paper I wrote about you know, mixture of diets, whether it's keto, carnivore, or even calorie surplus, calorie deficit. There's a lot of things you can do to keep yourself in the body, in a good body composition. So some challenges I had about the paper were about finding the correct resources. Most of the resources I found were like similarity in content they produced. So a lot of it was about what causes cardiovascular disease, what symptoms you will have, what things cause that, what causes blood clotting, what causes, importance of blood clotting really in simpler terms is like, so when you eat a lot of fatty foods, your blood vessels in your arteries in your body, they get clogged, and it's the blood flow of all the oxygenated blood that goes to the important organs around the body. They will produce less blood because it's so clogged. So all the oxygen that you need for your organs and body parts, you're just not getting enough. So it would cause stress in your blood vessels. It would cause not heat, but like a heart attack or a stroke. So it's important to eat, whole foods, grains, your vitamins, which aren't essential, but it helps you with stuff that you lack in your diet, which is usually like vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin E. Well, and people might be low in iron, so you can get iron pills. So that's what you do for females, though, for iron pills. But some challenges are like that. Finding similar ideas, similar topics, and all that. What I enjoyed about writing, what I actually learned about the paper when I was writing about was about the alcohol. The alcohol, if you drink a lot more alcohol than usual, on average, even on a YouTube video I watched, it said a body's supposed to not have more than 7 drinks a week. That's not saying 7 drinks one day, but 7 drinks in a week. So on a guy I watched on YouTube, he said even if you drink 7 drinks on Saturday but drink no drinks the whole week, that's still equivalent to a drink a day. So example, 14 or 21 drinks a week, that's 3 drinks per day, which is not good for your body because that can cause liver failure or even cancer. It can cause any of that. So it's really important to actually cut down on alcohol, because the more you drink, it actually lowers your mortality rate, because there's a lot of enzymes in it that can break down other enzymes, which will actually mess up your body completely. It can also kill brain cells. So in the essay I did write about that. I also wrote about how it's important to actually be in a physical activity at least weekly or at least daily if you can, because it's important for the body, because it can release stress, depression. It can release all these growth hormones. You don't want to plus you can also, if you don't work out, you actually lose muscle, and you can lose bone density. And you don't want to lose bone density, because if you lose bone density, it become very brittle. You don't want to do that. So yeah, I wrote about that. I actually really enjoyed it. Only thing that was hard about it really was getting that 7 pages out, because like I said earlier, it's a lot of quality was a lot of similarity. So it was basically like if you would put something in, if you would copy and paste and put it in Rephrasr. That's how I felt when I was reading different articles. I think also another challenge part of that paper was probably actually citing it. 'Cause a lot of articles I read in, there's really no author besides the actual, the company that wrote it. So it's really hard to actually, citate that. But other than that, it was actually a really good paper, and I enjoyed writing about it because I learned about things that I didn't know, and I enjoyed it because I felt like I was actually teaching something, but at the same time, I was also learning. So I thought it was a pretty good paper. I actually enjoyed writing about that. It was just the idea of, trying to make it 7 pages, 6 pages, when it was a good 3-page worth of important information, but also it was a good paper.